This is a controlled articular rotations morning routine. This is meant to be done every single day in the morning, right when you wake up, and it's meant for you to just say hello to your joints. So you're going to be going through a full body routine, which is meant to be also low intensity. So we're going to start with the neck. So you're going to stand nice and upright, take your hands, put them to your sides, and from the neck below, I want you to radiate or create about 30% effort of tension, and you're just going to stiffen up. And we're going to pretend a marker is coming out of our chin, and we're going to just draw a nice circle with that marker. So let's go chin down to chest. Drive that marker towards your left armpit, keeping it as close to your collarbone as possible. Start to take that marker, bring it over your left shoulder as you look behind you with your eyes and then your face, and then start to dip that left ear towards your back pocket. Your face is going to start to point up towards the ceiling as you come up and over the middle. And you're going to rotate all the way to the opposite side. As you look over your right shoulder, drive your chin down towards your right armpit, down towards the center. Now we reverse. Let's go down and right. Trace that collarbone really slowly. Start to look and drag that chin over that right shoulder. Look over your right shoulder with that marker. Start to dip your right ear towards your back pocket. Continue to rotate. Drive that chin up and over towards the ceiling. Start to pivot over towards the left. Look over the left shoulder. Drive that chin down towards your left armpit. Drag it back down towards the middle. Then you relax. Now we're going to go into spine controlled articular rotation. So you're just going to widen your base a little bit with your feet. You're going to take your hands, you're going to cross them over your chest just like this. And we're going to slowly contract our glutes. Same thing. We're going to start to tension from the neck below, about 30% effort. Stiffen up a little bit, but not so much that you can't move. We're going to start to fold forward. Let's pivot that chest towards that left ankle. Drive that left shoulder into your back pocket, but don't stop rotating. So you're side bending here, but you're continuing to rotate. Then you drive that chest up and over the middle, keeping your elbows glued to your ribs as you pivot right. As you pivot right, continue to rotate, dip that right shoulder into your back pocket. Curl down towards your right ankle and down towards the center. And then we reverse. Let's go down and right. Drive that right shoulder towards your back pocket as you side bend, but continue to rotate. Drive the chest up, over the middle as you pivot left. Drop that left shoulder into your back pocket as you curl down towards your left ankle, down toward the center. Good, so now we're going to go into the scapula here. And we're going to start by keeping our hands to your sides or at our sides, and we're going to go with this movement of driving the shoulders up towards the ears. Keep your elbows straight as you start to squeeze them back behind you. Take your shoulder blades slowly, continue to squeeze them as you tuck them into your back pockets. Keep them depressed and down towards the floor as you reach down and forward. Shift them towards your front pockets now. And you're squeezing here as you come forward and up. Get to the top. And now we reverse. Let's come up and forward. Forward and down. Down and back. Back and up. Get to the top. And then slowly relax. Next part of this is going to be the glenohumeral car. So we're going to take our left hand, put it on the belly, continue to have that slightly wide base. Right hand's coming out to your side. And we're going to start by locking the elbow out, stiffening up from the neck below, 30% effort, and we're going to cut across the body. Bicep comes up towards the ear, keeping your arm straight, palms still facing up. Scrape your face with that bicep as you bring that bicep towards the ear, and your thumb is going to start to point back. Now from here, you're going to continue to pivot that arm, and as you pivot, you bring it back behind you, but you don't stop pivoting, until that hand is behind you, and then you're going to finish that rotation as you wring out that shoulder like a wet towel with the palm facing away from you at your side. So this is full internal rotation. And now we're going to reverse. Let's go down and back. Reach back with that thumb. Start to unwind as you hit that roadblock. Don't stop unwinding. Keep your torso rigid as you bring that bicep back up towards the ear, keeping that elbow straight. When you get to the top, cut across your face with that bicep. Rotate the palm towards the ceiling. And then come back down. And we're going to switch. Okay, so we're going to go left hand out to the side, right hand on the belly. And let's cut across with the pinky. Bicep to the chin. Scrape the face with the bicep, bring it up towards the ear. Arm stays straight overhead. When you get to the top, start to pivot through the hand, through the elbow, and don't stop pivoting. Finish up behind you. And then at your side. Now we reverse it down and back. Unwind. Keep unwinding. Keep reaching. Keep that elbow straight. Bring that bicep back up towards the ear, overhead. Elbow stays straight as you come across the face. Palm facing up. And down. Shake it off. So we're going to go to the elbows now. So bend your elbows to about 90 degrees. We're going to supinate really hard. All that means we're going to rotate the thumbs away from each other, palms facing the ceiling. And we're going to start to flex through the elbows really slow. But we're contracting through the arms. Keep spreading the fingers here. Keep flexing slowly. Then you're going to pivot. So we're going into pronation. Now as we pronate, we start to extend the elbows. And we don't stop pronating. Keep that effort as you pronate, and extend. At the bottom, lock out your triceps, your elbows. Pivot. As you flex, you're continuing to pivot. You're supinating a little harder. Get to the top. Now keep the palms where they are, and we reverse. Keep the palms facing up as we come down. Pivot, palms facing you as you start to flex. So now the palms are facing the floor. Now they're facing camera here. Good. And then we finish palms facing you. And then we come down towards the 90-degree mark. And now we're going to finish the upper body with wrist cars. So fingers come together, elbows stay bent at 90 degrees. Now from here, we're going to pretend like there's a marker at the tip of our middle finger, and we're going to draw a circle with that middle finger, okay? So we're going to bring that marker down towards the floor. Start to point the middle fingers towards each other as they come down and in, and then up towards your face. Start to bring those markers away from each other, or middle fingers away from each other as they come up and out and down and in. And slowly reverse it. Let's go down and out and up, in, down, and out. Good. So now we're going to go to the lower body. For the lower body hip cars, we're going to use a pole, or you can use a wall. If you have a wall, simply place your hand on it for support. If you have a pole, We're going to start with the left leg. So since we're starting with the left leg, we're going to keep the pole in the right hand, okay? Same thing with the wall. If we're using the left leg, you're keeping your hand or your right hand on the wall. So we're going to start by taking the left foot, reach across the body, start to slide that foot up that pole, keeping contact with it as long as you can. So you're going to come up as high as possible. When you can no longer come up any higher, you're going to come off that pole and drive that knee up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Bring it towards your armpit as you open up as much as possible. When you can no longer open up anymore, you're going to start to pivot, get that shin parallel towards the ground. As you start to extend that hip, we're really fighting hard to keep that knee up towards the ceiling. Then you drive that heel back into extension of the hip, and then you come down. Good. Now we reverse. Donkey kick. Open up as much as you can. When you can no longer open up anymore, pivot, pivot, pivot. Drive that knee up towards your armpit. Bring it up towards your chest as high as you can. When you're back at the center, reach that left foot across the midline again, get it on that wall or that pole, and then slide it back down. Now we're just going to switch. Right leg in front, slide across, bring it up, keep that foot in contact as long as you can. Get it up, get it up, get it up, good. Come off that pole or wall, drive that knee up as high as you can. As you open, bring that knee towards your armpit. Start to pivot that heel. Bring that shin parallel towards the ground. Drive that heel back into extension of the hip without leaning forward of the torso, and then come down. And we reverse. Donkey kick back. Find that glute, open up as high as you can. Start to pivot, pivot, pivot. Good. Drive up as high as you can towards your chest. When you get back towards the middle, rotate, bring that foot across the body towards that pole or wall, and then slide it down. Now we're going to work knee cars. So you're going to take your right foot, put it behind you. Start by driving the heel in towards midline, keeping your knees as close together as possible. As you start to flex the knee, continue to rotate that heel towards midline. As your pinky toe comes out to the side, flex that knee as hard as you can, continuing to rotate. And when you get to the top, you pivot the heel out, max it out, and then slowly extend and continue to pivot that heel out. When you get to the bottom, you continue to keep that heel out as you flex again. Bring the heel in toward the midline as hard as you can, and then slowly come down as you continue to rotate out and extend that knee. And now we switch. Left leg behind you, same thing. Pivot the heel in. Start to slowly curl as you continue to pivot. Get as high as you can. When you get to the top, pivot out with that heel. Bring the big toe in towards the midline. Extend back down as you continue to emphasize that rotation. Get to the bottom. Maintain that rotation as you bring that heel up towards your butt, keeping it out to the side. Get to the top. Pivot that heel in. Pinky toe comes out. And you slowly come down as you continue to rotate that pinky toe out and keep that heel in. And now we're going to go into ankle cars. For these, you're simply going to stand, point your right foot forward, keep your leg locked out, and let's bring the big toe down as you point your ankle, bring it in towards the midline, up towards the ceiling, bring the toes up and out, then down and in. Now we reverse. Let's go down and out. So we're just trying to draw a big circle with the big toe. Out and up and in, in, and down. Good. And now we switch. Left leg in front. And we're going to go big toe in, big toe up, out, down, in. Now we reverse, down and in. Sorry, down and out and up and in and down. And down to the middle. And now we're just going to finish up with the toes. So here, this is most likely the most difficult part. All you're going to do is you're going to start by lifting the big toes up, big toes down, little toes up, little toes down, big toes up, big toes down, little toes up, little toes down. Now we're going to go all the toes up, only the big toes down, and up, little toes down, up, big toes down, and up. And now we're going to go one toe at a time, pinky toe down, ring toe down, middle toe down, index toe down, big toe down, and then big toe up, index toe up, middle toe up, ring toe up, and then pinky toe up. So that concludes the morning cars routine. That's meant to be done every single day, low intensity, and it's just meant for you to build some consistency in your movement practice. The more you bring your joints through these outer limits of motion in each and every joint in the body, the more your brain is going to get familiar with these ranges. And the reason that's important is because your outer limits of motion tend to be what you lose as you start to age, as you start to lose your movement capacity. And as time passes, the less you move within these ranges, the less access you have to them. And so starting a very simple morning routine is a very, very easy way for you to build a very healthy habit for your joints. And I promise you, your body will thank you long term. So you can join me live every single day on Instagram, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, or Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And I go through this morning routine each and every single day live. So you can either do that, or you can just follow this video each and every single day on your own. If you like this, promise me you do this every day. Second of all, please share this with somebody who you think might benefit from this and who you think might need this in their lives. So if I want to see you again, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Peace.